Hey, what's up, y'all? It's InScore Sports back. We are today talking about some NBA news just recently happened. So we'll be covering Draymond. He just got a contract extensions, and then we got some leaks for some games, opening day and Christmas Day. So let's first talk about Draymond. He just signed a 4-year, $100 million deal with the Warriors. Now they have D'Angelo Russell, Steph Curry is currently on a max deal, Klay Thompson is, and now Draymond. They're all on max deals. So, Nick, let me hear your opinion of this.
I don't like it. I'll tell you why. Because I don't think they didn't need to sign Draymond just yet, y'all. I mean, you need depth if you want to compete this year. Yeah, Clay says he's going to be fine and all that, but it's going to take time for him to really be back in the game, to be playing the time they're going to need him to be playing, because they're going to be needing, they again don't have depth, and they're going to be needing him to play 30 plus minutes a game, and he's not going to be able to play 30 plus minutes a game with a torn ACL, right? Yeah, so I don't like it. Draymond's been one of their more sturdy players, and he's pretty dynamic. I mean, you can play him in the center role, in a big man role, maybe not necessarily center, but I'm not a fan of it. They need to sign that.
I agree. I think for Draymond, it was great because he got his money. Also, Draymond, hate to tell you all you Draymond fans, he would be not very good elsewhere. He needs to be on this team because he can't elsewhere. If he wanted to go somewhere and get a max deal, if for a number one guy or even number two, I just don't think he would be that good. He fits really well with the Warriors and their system. Basically, what he does is he's a bruiser. He gets rebounds. He gets tough with players. He passes the ball really well. Other than that, he can't really do a whole lot else. He's a great defender, a great passer. That's kind of it. So I think he needed this to happen for him. The Warriors, I don't think they realized what they just did, honestly, because now when Steph ends his contract, and they're gonna keep him somehow, but like you said, with the depth piece, and also this kind of says you got to trade D'Angelo Russell. You can't keep him because you got to get rid of his contract, because that 4 guys on a max deal on your team, that's just it's like no depth at all. I don't care if you're the richest team in the NBA. You can't afford all of that. So you're going to have to get rid of D'Angelo Russell, really, is what this tells me. So
we've shown they need depth to win a championship. I'm not trusting. I'd rather trade D'Angelo Russell, maybe get a draft pick, or maybe just get some players and be able to, I'd rather have 2 or 3 players, be able to play some depth, and to be able to compete with some of the people. Even if it means minus 10 losses in the regular season, you're still probably going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Maybe if they trade him off by the deadline, but yeah, that's my point.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on now to the opening night in the NBA. It's going to start on October 22nd. Per The Athletic, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Clippers will play each other, and the Raptors and the Pelicans will play each other. So some interesting storylines, of course. LeBron and AD and Kawhi and Paul George against each other the first game in the season. Then the Raptors, the defending champs, against Zion and the Pelicans. So, what do you think about these games?
I love the LA teams facing.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't care for the Raptors and Pelicans game, to be honest. I just think that's just a way to shove Zion
in the spotlight.
Yeah, I don't care for that game, to be honest. But the LA game, I do like that. I mean, I might watch that game. That's gonna be fun to see. I think there's other teams that I feel like should have been opening night.
And those are just 2. I mean, I'm sure there'll be more that will come out, but these are probably headlines. So, for the LA teams, I think I heard Shannon Sharp this morning on Undisputed said this had to happen. Like this, the LA team's meeting in the beginning, it had to happen for fans. I mean, they've waited the whole off season, they've watched all this craziness happen, and it's only right to have them play each other the first game, to me. And also, so now let's move on to the Christmas Day schedule. So according to Woj, on Christmas Day, the Clippers and the Lakers will play each other again. Of course, at Staples Center, because they both play there. And then New Orleans and Denver will play each other, as well as Boston and Toronto. And also, the Houston Rockets and Golden State Warriors will also play on Christmas Day. So, some interesting games there. So, any of them stick out to you?
I mean, as a Rockets fan, I want to watch the Rockets and Warriors face. It's going to be a good storyline because probably these teams might face in the playoffs eventually. And we're going to see Westbrook and Harden get to face the Warriors, the team that's pretty much just destroyed Harden and Westbrook and their playoff careers. So that'll be fun to see.
Yeah, and Golden State. So that's interesting. Another one. I don't know if it's huge now with Kawhi Leonard on the Clippers, but Boston at Toronto. Those are two teams that are still really good in the East. Toronto's not as good, but it'll be interesting to see Boston and Toronto. So yeah, I think again the Clippers, Lakers, just they had to be in the most primetime games on Christmas and opening day. So anything else you have?
I just feel like the Toronto they're sort of, I don't know, maybe feel a little bit obligated to put them in the spotlight. I don't, like, from a TV ratings wise, I don't really see why. I don't feel like fans really want to watch Toronto now.
It's probably just for respect to the champs, honestly, just to put them in a couple games that are highlighted.
I think teams would rather see the Nets and Kyrie or the Bucks. I mean, I'd rather see. I could list a couple of teams I'd rather see over Toronto. I mean, they're going to be a good team, but I don't really care to watch them. I honestly would rather watch Zion than Toronto. And
yeah, I agree. For the TV ratings, it's not great, but you got to respect the champs, and I guess that's why they put Toronto in these marquee matchups. So, anything else you have on this subject?
No, I don't.
No. Okay, so that's just a quick video. We just wanted to give you some information of things that are going on in the NBA. So, like and subscribe for more NBA content, and we'll see you guys next time.